Dragon Ball is one of the most iconic pieces of fiction within history. That is obviously undisputable and undebatable. But a lot of you guys don't really understand how strong and how fast Dragon Ball characters are. Most of you see Big Boom Boom and then inherently think that the characters in question are really fucking strong without understanding how strong they truly are. So for my lovable Dragon Ball fans, I'll make a series of scaling Dragon Ball characters. Today's topic of discussion is how strong Saiyan Saga Vegeta is.
Let's go!
The amazing thing about Vegeta's strength is that it's not reliant upon somebody else's strength. He has his own statements, he has his own feats, so I can really talk about his DC and strength by that alone, but that doesn't mean that I won't be chain scaling in this video. Vegeta's most iconic scaling is the fact that he states verbatim that he could destroy the planet via his Gallic gun, but that's not even required. When Vegeta was charging up before he even summons the Gallic gun, Goku says that the effect that he has is equivalent to shaking the planet itself, and he even caused the weather to change, before ultimately pushing away all of the clouds in the area. But then the databooks for Dragon Ball go on to explain to us the true nature of Vegeta charging up, telling us verbatim that Vegeta is displaying the power to destroy the entire planet. For those who haven't noticed, that is the same Goku that was looking at Vegeta charge up. So Vegeta already held the strength to destroy the planet just by charging up alone. He didn't even need the Gallic gun to do so. This line of scaling becomes even more consistent based off of two other things. Firstly, King Kai admits that both Nappa and Vegeta are stronger than him. The same King Kai that is strong enough to create a planet that is the size of a fucking mansion but with 10 times the gravity of Earth. A planet with that much density would have the gravitational binding energy of 4.534 times 10 to the 37 joules. To give you guys a reference, Jupiter has a gravitational binding energy of 2.066 times 10 to the 36 joules. So King Kai creating that planet will be equivalent to destroying 20 Jupiters in one go. And yet Nappa and Vegeta is stronger than him. But his feats doesn't even stop there. When Vegeta creates the burst ball, he tells us how the burst ball is created. The greatest Saiyans can compress the planet's atmosphere with a power ball. So the tiny little ball that's within Vegeta's hand is equivalent to the atmosphere of the planet itself. What Vegeta created was around 172,000 times denser than that of a neutron star. The strength of Vegeta is nothing to slouch on at all, but his speed is also greater than what you might think. In Dragon Ball, your perception isn't enough. Characters might be so fast that they literally blitz you entirely in terms of visual perception. So instead, you need to sense the key of the person to know where they are and what they are doing. This exact thing was shown when Yamcha's fight up against the Cybermen. He was moving so fast that Gohan could not perceive or visually perceive what he was doing. So he had to use Ki Sensory in order to see them, meaning that the perception of Ki is a blitz level above your own perception. Since it's a blitz level above visual perception, you must multiply visual perception by itself in order to get Ki perception. Now since Goku is fast enough to perceive a flash of light coming at him and grab glasses before he even reaches them, he would obviously have perception greater than that of light speed. But for the sake of the argument, let's say that his visual perception is light speed. We stack this on top of itself to get Ki perception. At this point, Goku's reaction speed would be 2/100ths of an attosecond. Now this translates over to Vegeta because Vegeta blitzed the Ki Sensory of Goku. Since Goku jumped higher than the rock Vegeta was on and Vegeta traveled that distance before Goku could react, we'll use the 8-meter rock for the distance that Vegeta would have traveled, giving Vegeta's combat speed around 980 billion times the speed of light. The scaling in Dragon Ball is on another level, both in speed and in strength, but a lot of people don't know how to properly explain how strong and how fast Dragon Ball characters are. They love going with power levels, which is the laziest shit ever, or they love going with Big Boom Boom, seeing these large ass explosions and trying to talk about the large ass explosions. But the large explosions aren't needed. The blatant statements are not needed. Them traveling a large distance is also not needed. All you need is a decent amount of knowledge on the series and pay attention to the nuance of different explanations. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video.